Hello students, my name is Neha and I welcome to you all to the Chanakya Defense Group YouTube channel, and I'm your physics teacher. So today we are going to discuss about the first unit, that is electrostatics, and this unit is very important according to your JEE NEET exams. So let's start with it. Electrostatics. So first of all, let us understand what this electrostatic means. Electro means charges, and statics means rest. So in this unit you will basically deal with the charges which are only at rest, so in this chapter you will study about electric charges, electric field, electric dipole, Gauss's law and its applications. But today is your first lecture, so we will deal only with the charges. Okay, so first is only today we will discuss about the electric charges. This is very important topic according to your competitive exams. Electric charges. First of all, what the charges? You know all, there are two types of charges and all. But what the charges? It is an intrinsic property of any matter, like the mass. Okay? So we have two fundamental properties of any matter. So we have two fundamental of any matter, that is, first is charge and other one is mass. Clear? And the charge is denoted by capital Q and the mass is denoted by capital M. And what is the unit of the charge? The charge unit is coulomb. So today we are going to discuss only about the electric charges, and the charge is a scalar quantity. Now what are scalar and vector quantities? That is, you all know. Scalar quantities are those quantities which have magnitude, and vector quantities are those which have both magnitude as well as the direction. So today let's discuss about the properties of charge. Properties of charge. Now the first property. The first property is that charge is of two types. Charge is of two types. You have two types of charges, class. You know, one is positive and other one is negative. And you know that the dissimilar charges, that is, unlike charges means if one we have positive and other we have a negative. Positive and negative charge, they will attract each other. And if we have like charges means if we both have the charges of same nature, whether we have positive or the negative charges, they both will repel each other. So this is the property of the charges, that we have two types of charges, positive and negative. And unlike charges, that is dissimilar charges, if we have one side positive charge and other side negative charge, they will attract each other. And like charges, that is dissimilar charges, the like charges, if we have the similar charges, if we both have the positive or the negative, they will repel each other. Now the next is the second property. Second property of the charge is that is their additive in nature. As we know that the charge is a scalar. Scalar means they can be added like the scalar quantities. Suppose if we have 2 coulomb charge and we have -7 coulomb charge, or we have a 2 coulomb charge and 3 coulomb charge. We have these 4 coulomb charges. And if I want to add them, how I will? 2 coulomb minus 7 coulomb plus 2 coulomb and plus 3 coulomb. So you will get -5 plus 2 plus 3. So that is -3 plus 3. That comes out to be 0. Clear? So that is, we can add or subtract the charges just like the scalar numbers. Now the next property. Third, now the third property is the conservative. That is, the charges are conservative in nature. Now the conservation of charges. Now, what do you mean by conservation of charges? Suppose that if we have an isolated system, and if suppose that the charge of an isolated system remain constant, that is, charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one body to the another body. Now, let us take an example of this. Suppose we have a box, and in this box we have three balls. We have the three balls. This is an isolated system. Class, this is an isolated system, and in this isolated system, suppose we have three balls, and these three balls have some charge. Suppose that this have plus 3 coulomb charge, and this one have plus 2 coulomb charge, and this one have minus 1 coulomb charge. This system, which is consisting, this box which is consisting of three balls, these three balls possesses some charge, that is plus 3 coulomb, plus 2 coulomb, and minus 1 coulomb. Now this is a stationary box. Now let us see what is the total charge of this system. Let us calculate the total charge of this system. So you have to add all the charges just like the numbers. So plus 3 plus 2, 5 minus 1. So it means that the total charge of this system consisting of three balls is plus 4 coulomb. Now let us do one thing. अब इसी सिस्टम को सपोज करो तुमने इस बॉक्स को शेक किया. When you will shake the box, what will happen? The balls inside it will collide with each other. वो rub होंगी, and you know that by rubbing the charge get transferred from one body to the other. Now suppose after shaking these three balls, अब हम after shaking suppose करो, आफ्टर शेकिंग अब यही जो बॉल्स हैं जब इसको शेक करेंगे दे विल रब विद ईच अदर. तो जो भी है यहाँ पे चार्ज दैट विल गेट ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम वन बॉडी टू अनदर. नाउ सपोज दैट हमारे पास एक बॉल के ऊपर अब चार्ज आ गया है प्लस 1 कूलम, और दूसरी के ऊपर है हमारे पास प्लस 5 कूलम, और थर्ड जो बॉल है उसके ऊपर हमें चार्ज बताना है कि कितना आया. अब देखो, द फर्स्ट बिफोर शेकिंग सिस्टम में टोटल चार्ज है 4 कूलम, एंड दिस इज एन आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम. तो आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम का जो टोटल चार्ज है दैट रिमेन कंजर्व्ड. तो आफ्टर शेकिंग भी इसका कितना होना चाहिए टोटल चार्ज? द टोटल चार्ज शुड रिमेन बी प्लस 4 कूलम. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू इट नाउ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द चार्ज ऑन द थर्ड बॉल. सो लेट अस सी हाउ वी कैन डू इट. अब इन दोनों बॉल्स का कितना है? प्लस 1 प्लस 5 दैट इज 6 कूलम, बट द टोटल शुड बी प्लस 4. सो अकॉर्डिंगली द चार्ज ऑन द थर्ड विल बी माइनस 2 कूलम. That is plus 1 plus 5, 6 minus 2, 4. So that the total charge of a system remains conserved. So this is an example of the conservation of the charge, that the charge can neither be destroyed nor be created, but it can only be transferred from one body to another when the bodies get rubbed with each other. Clear? So now let us see one more important property of the charges, and that is the quantization. This is very important class, quantization of charges. Now what the quantization of charges means? See, we have many times we have that read the line that the charge is always quantized. Now what does quantization mean? Quantization means fixed amount. फिक्स्ड अमाउंट का मतलब ये है कि जो चार्ज है वो हमेशा अवेलेबल होगा फिक्स्ड अमाउंट में. अब सपोज करो आखिर हमें किसी बॉडी में फ्रॉम वन बॉडी टू अनदर बॉडी वी वांट टू ट्रांसफर द चार्ज, तो वो चार्ज पूरा का पूरा ही होगा, वो कभी आधा तो होगा नहीं. अब इसका मतलब क्या है? क्वांटाइजेशन ऑफ चार्ज, दैट इज द चार्ज इज ऑलवेज अवेलेबल इन द फिक्स्ड अमाउंट. दैट इज फिक्स्ड अमाउंट का मतलब है कि जो चार्ज है वो हमेशा कैसा होगा? एक इंटीग्रल वैल्यू होगी. it will never be a decimal, it will never be a decimal or the fraction value. ठीक है, so this is the quantization. Now let us know how it can be. According to the quantization of the charge, we have equation q equal to plus minus ne, q इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस एन ई. ठीक है, अब यहां पर हमारे पास q क्या है, q, दिस q इज द टोटल चार्ज ऑफ एनी सिस्टम, टोटल चार्ज ऑफ द सिस्टम. एंड n, n का मतलब है कि कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, कितना नंबर ऑफ जो चार्ज है वो ट्रांसफर हुआ. तो ये जो n है तुम्हारे पास, दिस n शुड बी एन इंटीजर. हमारे पास ये हमेशा कैसी वैल्यू होगी, इंटीजर वैल्यू होगी, और ये वैल्यू कभी भी फ्रैक्शन या डेसिमल में नहीं आनी चाहिए. एंड E इज व्हाट, E इज द फंडामेंटल चार्ज, E is the fundamental charge, E is what, the fundamental charge. Now the minimum charge that can exist independently on an one electron, वो कितना होता है, हम उसको छोटी क्लासेस से भी करते आ रहे हैं. द मिनिमम चार्ज दैट कैन एग्जिस्ट ऑन वन इलेक्ट्रॉन, उसकी वैल्यू कितनी होती है क्लास, इट्स वैल्यू इज 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 कूलम. तो ये एक वैल्यू है, दिस इज द फंडामेंटल चार्ज, दिस इज द फंडामेंटल चार्ज, the charge, or you can say the minimum value of the charge that can exist on one electron. So this is the equation of quantization. अब यहीं से हम देखेंगे कि ये जो n है, n means the number of electrons that can be transferred from one system to another system. और n हमेशा तुम्हारा कैसा होना चाहिए, एक इंटीग्रल वैल्यू होनी चाहिए, वो कभी भी डेसिमल या फ्रैक्शन नहीं आनी चाहिए. And Q is your total charge of the system and E is the fundamental charge. And तुम्हारे जितनी भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स होते हैं उसके ऊपर इसके बेस पे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. So let us do some questions about that. So let's practice some questions on the quantization of the charge. Now suppose, now this equation is very important. Q equal to plus minus n E. तुम्हारा जो n है वो हमेशा एक इंटीग्रल वैल्यू आनी चाहिए. आखिर तो वो क्वेश्चन में, आखिर वो पॉइंट में, फ्रैक्शन या डेसिमल में आती है, तो मतलब ये जो क्वेश्चन होगा वो रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ. सपोज इन द क्वेश्चन इज कैन a charge of 8 into 10 raised to power minus 18 coulomb be given to a body. अब वो ये कह रहे हैं क्या हम ये वाला जो चार्ज हमें गिवन है 8 into 10 raised to power minus 18 कूलम, क्या हम किसी बॉडी को ये ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं. अब ये चार्ज तभी पॉसिबल होगा व्हेन द n विल बी एन इंटीग्रल वैल्यू. आखिर n तुम्हारा फ्रैक्शन या डेसिमल में आता है, तो इट मीन्स दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस चार्ज इज रॉन्ग. So let us see that according to the equation of quantization, Q equal to NE. What is the total charge of the system? या total charge which is given in the question, that is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 18 coulomb, and n we have to find, and what this is E. E है हमारे पास फंडामेंटल चार्ज और ये हमारे पास यूनिवर्सल है which you need to learn. So that is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. अब तुम्हें यहाँ पर क्या फाइंड करना है, n. So what is n here? 8 into 10 raised to power minus 18, 16 into 10 raised to power minus 19. So how you can solve it? 1/2. ये 10 है तुम्हारे पास, माइनस 18 प्लस 19, ये हो जाता है 5. सो यू गॉट 50. अब देखो तुम्हारा जो आंसर है दैट इज n की वैल्यू आ रही है 50. सो n तुम्हारा कैसा आ रहा है, इंटीग्रल वैल्यू, कोई हाफ नहीं आ रहा, कोई डेसिमल या फ्रैक्शन नहीं आ रहा है. If your n is integral value, it means that the value of this charge which you want to transfer to a body is correct. So this is correct, the value is correct. Now let us see one more example of it. Now suppose हमारे पास सपोज करो Q की वैल्यू गिवन है 0.8 इंटू 10 रेज टू पावर माइनस 19 कूलम. अब हमें देखना कि हम ये चार्ज ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं किसी बॉडी को. सो लेट अस सी Q इक्वल टू NE. The total charge is given 0.8 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. N again fundamental charge. अब जब तुम इसको यहां पुट करोगे 0.8 into minus 19, 1.6 into minus 19. अब यहां देखो तो वैल्यू क्या आ रही है तुम्हारे पास 1/2 into, so the value comes out to be 0.5. तो क्या तुम आधा चार्ज कभी किसी बॉडी को ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो? दैट इज नो. सो आंसर इज नो. दैट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस चार्ज is wrong. You can't transfer this amount of charge to a body because n comes out to be in decimal. So this point charge is wrong. So this is how you use the quantization of charge. So that is, quantization means the charge is always available in the fixed amount. It can never be in the fraction or the decimal. Now the next. So this is all about the today. In next lecture we will discuss about the interaction of the charges, that is the Coulomb's law. So for today, thank you.